episode of The Daily Blend. I am your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Fred Hord, who is the owner and lead trainer of Tiger Paintball. How are you, Fred?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, I see your shirt.
Yeah.
Paintball life. That's nice. I like that. And tell me about this Tiger Paintball.
Well, for years, I've just played paintball. I got my kids into paintball, and they would bring friends. And I really had a great time working with the younger kids. And I was just thinking, man, one day I would really love to have like a paintball league where I'm just teaching younger kids to play. And wasn't too long ago, a friend of mine said, hey, I have some land if you wanted to give that a shot. So I've been working for the past 8 or 9 months, getting that field all groomed together and hoping in October to get 4 or 5 teams ready to start playing in a league.
Okay. And so tell me what a team consists of. Like, how many people do you need for a team? And tell me about age range.
My ideal age range is going to be like middle schoolers.
Okay.
I'm thinking 7th or 8th grade. Younger than that, they still need a couple of years of responsibility. Usually your teams of 10, but you can play with less or more. And then you just ideally you'd have 4 teams in a league, so you can do your small tournaments and things like that.
Okay, so if I'm listening now and I have a middle schooler who's like, I'd like to do that. I like to play paintball, but what if they've never played before?
Well, almost no one has played before.
Right.
And if they had, they've only learned the wrong things. Usually you go to a paintball field and they hand you a gun and a mask and they say, go over there and play. It's capture the flag or whatever. But, once you've played for many, many years, you learn so much of what not to do. And that's what you kind of have to teach them. In this situation, don't do that thing that your brain is really telling you to do with all that self-preservation. But
yes.
That's honestly not the way to play the game. And they would learn all kinds of things like that. No one's going to come in with experience at 13 years old.
Right. Except, when did you start playing paintball, Fred?
Well, I was 16.
Okay.
So, but they didn't have there was no such thing as a paintball field quite back then. You'd get guns out of these catalogs and you'd go play in the woods with your friends.
Yeah.
And then towards the late 80s, that became a bigger thing.
Okay. Do you wear body armor? Don't those paint shots hurt?
They can.
They can.
But
okay.
Without making the story too long, at most paintball fields, they'll use a lower quality paintball.
Okay.
Because they're less expensive and then there's more margin to be made. Those don't break as easily. With me, you're probably going to use a more expensive paintball.
Okay.
They're not truly more expensive in relative terms, pennies. They break very easily and they don't hurt.
Okay.
As much. I'm not going to try to pretend that they don't.
Yeah.
You definitely know you got hit.
Yeah.
Just, imagine when your older brother or dad or whatever, snapped you with a towel.
Then you're like, that's what
you
it feels
didn't
like.
love it, but you didn't call 911.
Yeah, you survived. You survived.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. And so how do I sign my kid up?
Through the website, tigerpaintball.com. There's a page right there to go sign up. There's a form that tells you the whole schedule. We're usually just practicing on Sundays a few times during the season, which is going to be October, November, and early December. There might be practice on Saturday and then games all day on Sunday.
Okay.
The good news is there's no traveling, so you won't be packing your whole family up to go to St. Louis or Kansas City for the weekend.
Yes.
So I think a lot of parents out there might enjoy that.
Yes, I think they might. Okay. And so, but this is inaugural, right? This is your first.
This is the first time.
Okay. All right. So we got to whip up some interest so you can get full teams.
That's the plan. Right now, as many parents may have noticed, I'm that weird guy standing outside of the middle schools with a big sign that says "Play paintball."
To play paintball? Would you like to play paintball? Yeah. You should be. I'm just look at me. I'm thinking like you should be sending out something through. What's that?
Peach jar. I did.
Okay.
And it went out. And I got some signups from that.
Okay.
But I'm not at full capacity yet. To say the least. But whatever I start with, I'm going to be happy with. I think that the word will get out. Once a kid goes to school and what did you do this weekend? Well, I was on my paintball team, and they're like, what?
Yeah. What is that?
So I think maybe season 2 might be a lot bigger.
That's generally how it goes. That's generally how it goes. Because Fred, full disclosure, we've known each other a really long time.
Yep.
Like we have freshmen here at Mizzou now, but when we met, they were like
in a
3.
stroller.
Yeah, like 2 or 3.
I think even younger.
Yeah, they were pretty young. And you at that time had recruited a bunch of the guys in the neighborhood, maybe some ladies too,
if they wanted to play
paintball at that time.
Yeah, the group was called Paintball for Old Guys.
That's exactly what it was called. And you guys went out several times and played.
That's right. I think your husband was
he played a few
out
times.
there.
He came home saying,
yeah, that was exciting.
Yeah. Hurts, yes. But I imagine since then you've learned lots of things. And
a lot of things. And something about paintball is it's not always just for the athlete. Because you don't have to be the biggest, the fastest, or the strongest to play the game.
Yeah.
As I always joke, nobody can outrun a paintball.
No, they cannot.
So, the kids that, didn't make the basketball team or the football team or whatever, this is a great sport for them because it's all teamwork. And, when I was at Mizzou, I'd be playing with my nerdy paintball friends, and the ROTC group would show up thinking that they're going to roll over us, and then they got it handed to them.
Yeah.
They're like, how's this possible?
Because we have the skill set,
right?
And you can't outrun a paintball.
That's right.
I like that. That's a good motto. It's a good motto. You should use that when you're recruiting kids.
Yeah, that'll be the slogan.
The tagline. The tagline. I love it. Okay. Well, Fred, again, the website is, tell us again real quick.
TigerPaintball.com.
Okay, TigerPaintball.com. If you have a middle schooler that's interested, go there, sign them up. Thank you, Fred, for joining us.
Appreciate it.
Welcome to your Be Well moment presented by Burrell Behavioral Health. We are going to use gratitude as a way to connect to ourselves and others. Gratitude is an opportunity to hold the messy realities of being human in the same space as the things that bring us hope. As you deepen your breath, bring to mind someone in your life that you feel connected to. Think of all the ways you are grateful for this person and notice how that feels. In your mind, send them a thank you. Maybe consider telling them after this practice. You deserve to feel connected to others.